Well, we got what? 2.5 more days before September assault for NCAA Pro Wrestling in Vegas. Now, yeah, I know I look a little bit nonchalant, but I mean, if anybody knows by now, I'm not going to waste a whole bunch of energy doing a whole bunch of yelling and posturing and all that. Okay, let's call for what it is. This is not television. It's not television. It's the internet. And this isn't 1986. So I'm not going to sit up there and expound a whole bunch of unnecessary energy, especially not at 1:30 in the morning where I am, talking about what I'm going to do to Hector Havoc and Johnny Logan. And please stop, stop, stop. Anybody knows me, and Johnny knows me, I don't operate that way. I never did operate that way, and I'm not about to start for anybody. Sorry if I burst your bubble. Okay? Sorry. Seriously. Okay, if anybody knows how I roll, I mean, that's a whole bunch of overhyped BS. I mean, get over yourself. Stop it. I mean, no lie. I mean, I train, and I'm not talking bodybuilding. And if anybody see me, know I'm not all roided up, and I'm not full of gas, and no, no, no. I don't roll that way. I'm not going to sit up here and say, oh, I'm going to hit this on you and that on you. Look, man, I've been through that whole thing, been there, done that, 13 years, and patented moves and all that. Dude, I got enough sense to know nobody really knows. Even if I turn around and said what the heck I was going to do, they see this and they probably wouldn't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm not going to go there. This is not a video game. You know, everybody wants to talk about, oh, I'm going to hit this, I'm going to hit that. Stop it. People, y'all forgot one small thing. This is wrestling. Doesn't matter if it's professional wrestling. This isn't sports entertainment. Okay? I am not a performer. Despite what everybody out there wants to think, I am not a performer. I am an athlete. That is the way I train. And that is how I hold myself up. I got out of that whole perception of being a performer and all that other nonsense. Even when I did look like a performer, I wasn't trying to be a performer. That was the whole point of me doing what I did about 2 years ago in the ECW arena. And if anybody thinks I'm BSing about that, look it up. Go Fight Live. You will find my real name because they didn't have enough sense to actually figure out why I asked to use my wrestling name. But look it up. Harold Reddick versus Scott Strasky. If you put my name in any database, I'm not ashamed to say it, 0-1 MMA. But you know what? There ain't too many daggone wrestlers out there that can turn around and say, I did what I did. That's bragging rights. Let's get it straight. It's bragging rights. You can read me the riot act all you want about, oh, this is an art. Oh, I know it's an art, but do you know it's an art? Do you know it's an art? Do you know the first thing about the pioneers that set this whole thing up, that did the whole bit with wrestling and going into MMA and shoot wrestling over in Japan? No, you fucking don't. If you can tell me who Mark Fleming or Dick Cardinal or Billy Robinson is and what they did to contribute to this business, okay, fine. But don't you lecture me. Stop it. Now, what's this all about? Okay, rant's over. Johnny Logan. He's been over in Vegas for about, what, 4 years. And I know he's got a thing because he's having a problem with McConnell. We both went against him. I went up against him. And he got his neck cranked for his troubles trying to spear me. Big mistake. Let him know you can be as big as you want, 250 pounds, and you're a couple inches shorter than me, but you flew, didn't you, boss? Johnny. Now, I know you two went at it for the NCAA Pro Heavyweight title, and there's been a big dispute, and I know you feel a bit overlooked in all your endeavors and all that. Dude, don't give up, man. You've been in longer than me, man. You said it yourself. I turn around and watch you back when you were over here in GWA, when you were tagging with Slayer and you guys were the Irish Rebellion. You guys prompted me, and everybody else in that locker room prompted me to go into the Indies the following year. You know you know. Come on, man. You know it's a long, hard road. And we've been in the ring together before. Not, as a matter of fact, it was a couple of months before I actually did my thing over in the ECW arena. I'm sorry. The Alhambra, the arena, the asylum. That thing's having so many damn name changes, you think somebody's changing a diaper. But that's neither here nor there. And then there's Hector Havoc. I mean, I've seen him work once. And I'm sorry, the only thing that stands out is the mohawk. That's fine if you're going to want to go with dress codes, but dude, you can have that thing spiked up as high as you want. It ain't going to save you from getting your neck cracked. And I said it before in my column a couple of days ago, and I just put it out. I'm a day late, I'll admit it. Been having neck problems. But I said it before. Gentlemen, this is business. Whether you realize it or not, we're all athletes. Even if you may not take yourselves that seriously. You may not. But we're athletes. And I'm going to address it as such. So guess what? You're getting in the ring with me, and I'm making my personal business to do what I got to do to dispatch you guys, because it's my job as a champion to come out of there the same way I came into Vegas, and that's me still holding the Power Trip Wrestling Internet title. Now, there's a lot to gain for Johnny Logan, because I know it's a validation issue. Everybody's got to feel some kind of way if they get a title. How do you think I feel? That's a lot riding on my shoulders. I had to bring the thing back from Britain. And I wasn't expecting to win. All I just knew is, look, me and Mason Storm, we mixed it up. We got in it. Bang. Next thing I know, I come back across the pond. I'm holding gold again for the first time in 2.5 years. The last time it happened, it was Germany. It's what happens, dude. You might get lucky. Havoc might get lucky. Time and chance. But you know what? Like I said, I don't go down easy. And Logan, you walked out the one time we mixed it up, you barely walked out in one piece. And I was at a crossroads back then. Totally different story now. Totally different story. I am not the same man I was in September of 2009. Far from it. People can say what they want. You talk gimmick, blah, blah, blah. Screw that. A lot of things, but I still try to be true to the game. No. I'm not just a wrestler. I played Combo Man when I got in that cage. For those who don't know what that is, you got guys that boxed and wrestled at the same time. Whole different level of work. You don't see that anymore. You barely hear about it. This is me. I've said it before on several occasions. I am not just a wrestler. I never was a sports entertainer. I am a combat athlete. And I prove that point every time I step in those ropes. This won't be any different. So, gentlemen, you're in for the ride of your lives. All I ask is, ante up. I don't care what game you bring. Bring your D game if all I care. But bring your game. Bring some kind of game. You're going to work. Both of you. You're in for the ride of your lives, gentlemen. Be ready. 2.5 more days. And then me and John, we still got to do Top Road Radio the next day at 8 p.m. over there. So that's like the type of guy I am. We're sportsmen. Whatever happens, if I lose or he wins, whatever, I'll still get him a beer after the match. That's how I am. It's called sportsmanship, people. Y'all need to start learning how to do it more often. It's supposed to be a sport. Act like it. I'm out. Next time y'all hear from me, I'll be West Side. But for now, I'm going to chill. Because my work's over. Only thing I got to do is edit this thing. Yeah, I said it. I ain't going to lie. This ain't no illusion, and this ain't Hollywood, because this is home. And on the flip side of that, I still got to pack. And before that and in between, brother got to work. And also in between that, there's a steam room. Shorter than the column, but guess what? It's a promo. And on that note, something for y'all to think about. Like I said, y'all in for the ride of your lives. Be ready.